Hey guys, it's Connor Carp here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Carlos Dunlap being traded to the Seattle Seahawks. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so Carlos Dunlap got traded to the Seattle Seahawks. As you know, and the Cincinnati Bengals in return got B.J Finley, a backup center for the Seattle Seahawks, and a 7th round draft pick in the upcoming draft. And I'm just going to give my thoughts. I'm going to give a grade for each team. If the Seahawks won or if the Bengals won this one. So let's get right into this video. Starting off with the Seattle Seahawks grade. And I think the Seahawks probably won this trade. Unless Carlos Dunlap just plays horrible for the Seattle Seahawks. And even if he doesn't play that well, if he puts even a little bit of pressure on opposing quarterbacks, I do think it is a win for the Seattle Seahawks. And this will really help the Seahawks, since, especially as you can see in that Cardinals matchup, we couldn't pressure the quarterback. And once we put pressure on Kyler Murray, we just let him get away. And that's not what you're supposed to do as a defensive lineman. So getting Carlos Dunlap will be big. Give the Seahawks an A+ on this one. And even if Carlos Dunlap doesn't produce as much as we want him to, he'll still be solid. He'll still be our best defensive lineman and our best pass rusher on the team. Unfortunately, we didn't get a guy like Ryan Kerrigan, because I do like Ryan Kerrigan a little bit more than Carlos Dunlap, but it's still a great pickup, and we'll get some pressure on quarterbacks, I hope, now. So yeah, A+ for the Seattle Seahawks. Now let's move on to the Cincinnati Bengals grade. And I gave them a D because, in my opinion, they should have got more value out of it, this trade. But they did not, they weren't going to keep Carlos Dunlap. Carlos Dunlap said he wanted to be gone. Geno Atkins kind of doesn't want to be there either. Don't blame him. So Geno Atkins might get traded. This might be another video on the channel soon. But yeah, I definitely think this was a really bad choice for the Bengals to trade Carlos Dunlap for only a 7th in B.J Finley. And B.J Finley might not start for the Cincinnati Bengals. If he started, this trade makes a little more sense. But then a 7th, that's not going to be very valuable. You aren't going to get it. Most likely, you aren't going to get a gem. Diamond in the rough. So I just think this was a bad trade for the Bengals. I do think it was smart for them to trade Carlos Dunlap, but just they should have got at the very least a 4th round draft pick from the Seahawks, but they didn't. And this is basically giving away your only good pass rusher besides Atkins on the team. So unfortunate for the Bengals. But they're kind of in a rebuild. Started the rebuild this year with Joe Burrow, and they have some pieces there with Joe Mixon and T. Higgins looking pretty good. They're probably going to trade John Ross too, because he requested a trade. So yeah, the Bengals are sort of falling apart, but they do have some pieces to build around. But yeah, that will do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!